Greetings everyone, this is Dose. Well, now we're going to talk about one of the most expensive speakers that you can buy right now at Sweetwater. Welcome everyone. If you're new, please subscribe. Okay, right now we're just going to change it up a little bit about reviews and unboxing, but this is actually a little bit more new for me. And we're gonna talk more about this type of speakers that cost more than 100,000. They probably we could compare to something that it costs less than 10,000 bucks. But let's see what's going on with these speakers. As you can see, these speakers are like 125,000. With that type of money, you can actually buy a really cozy home here in California, nearby, mostly in the San Fernando area. You can actually make a deposit down payment of 20% with this type of money and not get PMI on it. So this is the type of house that you can actually purchase here in California with a 20% down payment. That's how much it is. So it's $699 for a cozy home like this. It's not really that bad. And if we put here in the calculators, you can see is $699,000, so 700,000, and we put right there 20%, so you don't pay the PMI, so it's 139,000. So you guys get what I'm talking about, that these speakers are not really cheap, even in comparison to California real estate market. But anyhow, 125,000 for a pair of PNC speakers. So I guess you're getting what you're paying for. But even though we can actually compare the drivers from this PMC to something under 10,000 bucks or near to 10,000 bucks to pay the fraction of the price of this type of speaker right here. So we're just gonna compare from kind of like apples to apples. See if we see something different. If you pause and read information, you can do it. Some people before tell me, oh, I can go do the research and do it myself. Okay. Just go do the videos and then let me know after that. So because I have this type of videos and I'm just kind of searching pretty fast enough. I mean, I want to take out all the information and show you guys that you can buy even one of the cheapest speakers out there. I mean, 10,000 is not cheap neither, but also if you want to have a look and pay more than 100,000 for this type of speakers, they look like boat rollers in the front as the cage of the speaker. As you can see, the PMC BB6 XVDA, one of the longest name I ever heard, the 50-inch 3-way active margin speakers. The frequency response is for 17 and 25 hertz. So that's actually pretty good right there. Great advantage when you actually are getting it in your Pro Studio. And this weights around 300 pounds, and also that's a cross frequency of 380 to 3.8 hertz or megahertz. And I'm actually gonna make another two more series of after this one of two more videos that comparing probably something from 10,000 to 3,000 bucks, and the next one to 3,000 to less than 100 bucks. So I wanna do this type of experiment because I wanna see what else I can do and see if I can compare it well or close enough to the really expensive thing. Because a lot of people say, oh, I have to buy the most expensive speakers that I can see out there and just get it right now, or gonna pay something cheaper and get the same type of quality than what it is. So I'm trying to compare kind of like apples to apples, but keep on the series on that because that's what I'm gonna do now on. Until I'm gonna get more devices and unbox for you guys. So that's actually my thing on my main channel right here, and that's all what I'm gonna give you guys. So I want you guys to pause and see all this information right here for you guys for yourselves when you guys compare from this PMC to the next speaker that I'm gonna show afterwards. But right now I'm actually gonna show a video of the PMC and how they made it.
In 1990, Peter Thomas and Adrian Loader opened the doors to their workshop and proudly unveiled the first BB5 professional monitor speaker. Selling the first pair to the BBC for use in the legendary Maida Vale studios, at which many of the world's most famous bands have recorded and broadcast sessions, was the start of something that was set to take off at a rate neither Peter or Adrian could have imagined, and was said to become synonymous with quality audio reproduction across the world by professionals and audiophiles alike. The Professional Monitor Company had been born. It was 1991 when the company was formally incorporated, opening its first production facility in Watford, England. The BB5, now in its complete BB5 XBD active guise, quickly established itself as the reference studio monitor speaker, with installations following across the world. Metropolis, the most successful independent recording and production facility in Europe, has no fewer than 5 rooms equipped with BB5 XBDs, used for the mixing and mastering of many famous albums, including Back to Black by Amy Winehouse and Elbow's Build a Rocket Boys, along with some of the world's most successful movie soundtracks. Of course, not everyone has room for speakers as large as the BB5 XBD, and so the company set about introducing more compact models to the range, including the first model, the LB1, which has found favor with such luminaries as Tony Bennett. The company, now known as PMC, has many claims to fame, one being that its speakers are so often chosen by the most famous musicians in the world for their own studios and personal use. The roster of PMC users reads like a who's who of well-known artists: Brian May, Robbie Williams, Kraftwerk, and many, many others. A lot of these artists have chosen PMC for their own use, having witnessed just how good the speakers are when working in the world's leading recording studios. The Village in Los Angeles, where Elton John and Leon Russell's album The Union was mixed using AML2s. Or Emil Berliner in Germany, at which many of the Deutsche Grammophon recordings are produced. Or Metropolis Mastering, at which Robbie's Swing When You're Winning album was mastered. In 20 short years, PMC has gone from one speaker in a workshop to being the manufacturer of the world's leading studio monitors and a critically acclaimed range of hi-fi speakers. Each speaker has something unique that no other manufacturer can boast, and that is the advanced transmission line. This technology has been honed by Peter and the engineers over the past 20 years to enable its speakers to reproduce music with much lower distortion, a far greater bass output, and a much clearer mid-range than is possible from traditional designs. The ATL has been key to the company's phenomenal success. All PMC loudspeakers are made in England at its Luton facility, using components designed by and for the company to its exacting and rigorous quality standards. During manufacture, every single item that goes into a PMC loudspeaker is tested and its measurements recorded. This enables each speaker to be matched to its twin, and for every pair to sound like the reference standard to which it is compared, before being passed for shipping. It is this commitment to absolute quality that sets PMC apart from the competition. It is this commitment that makes PMC the speakers of choice for discerning professional and domestic users. And it is this commitment that has resulted in PMC having been bestowed many accolades and awards across the globe. It's not every loudspeaker manufacturer that can claim to have been awarded an Emmy. With its team of dedicated and passionate people, PMC has taken the vision that Peter and Adrian had 20 years ago and made it into a truly valued reality. And now, as we enter the company's 3rd decade, the creative output of the team continues apace, with innovations and new products continuing to emerge, which will set the standards for music reproduction for many years to come.
As you can listen all of that and see that this PMC is not just any ordinary speaker like the JBLs or the Yamaha or those type of speakers, the M Audio. This is a whole different type of range and also price range, quality of sound, and I think so you're gonna get the best for your money. But even though the money is 100 times than a JBL or other those type of speakers like a M Audio, and right now I'm actually gonna show something that is similar to this, but it's less than $10,000 bucks. So it's going to be the Ocean Way Audio HR3.5 twin 12-inch is almost near as big as the 15-inch, but not too close as that. But I think so. This is a great comparison because it has that also like the top of the height and the width. It's a beautiful speakers. Both of them gave me strange. I mean, this one's 10,000 and the other one is 125,000 bucks. So some people can tell me, disagree, agree. Tell me in the comment below. Press whatever you want to press. Let me know what is your sincere answer for this one right here. But I think so this has a lot of cool features for being a really cool speaker as well, and a great sounding speaker also. But Ocean Way was mostly in California. It's made over here, and I think so that the people who made it are mostly sound engineers and record artists. And the person who did this, see, as you can see right there, is 10,900 bucks, so almost 10,000 bucks. So don't get me wrong on that one. And on the price are like this one that I'm gonna show, because I'm showing like 125,000 to 10,900 because those are the ones that you can get right now in Sweetwater. You can go on their store and pick them up, or call them up, or whatever you want to do. I'm not associated with them or anything like that, but I just think that this type of speakers, you cannot even get it in Guitar Center. So the dispersion, that you're gonna get a wider sound on this one. I think this is a much more buck for your money than 125,000 for sure. And a lot of people will be able more to afford this one. Like me, I can afford this one even if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna get it because it's still, I want to get more different type of gear, and has a really nice quality sound. Even though if you get those 10,000 big ones, buy this one instead of the other one. That's my opinion. That's the sound engineer who actually did this in 1976 and started everything. So that's a pretty cool company, you guys, to see, because at least you're getting a USA type of product. So as you can see right here, it has a dispersion value of 120. Not as much as the 131 like the other one with the dB. And the fret range of 20 hertz to 22 hertz. So it's not as big as the other one neither, but also comes, this one, the cool thing, comes with a subwoofer, and this one has a DP for 24B to 192 hertz of stream. So it has like some computer memory chip on it as well that you can detail for more richer sound, of course. And this one, we're gonna see the video right now, so stay tuned and let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please subscribe and also ring the bell button and a comment below. And until next one, bye.
I mean, that's part of the joy.
Smiles on their faces, yeah. It's music. It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah. So coming from a speaker that's 9 feet high and 7 feet wide to a speaker that basically, you know, is slightly less than 4 feet high and 1.5 feet wide, that's quite a deal. But yet this still goes almost as low and as high as the big system and has that same set of dispersion.
And then when folks get in the room and they listen to it, that's one of the best points or parts of it all.
Sure.
Is just watching the looks on their faces and how they react to it.
Well, you made that happen for me when we first showed up here just an hour ago.
Well,
You played me a few things, and that was just unbelievable sounding. We're just sitting in a chair in front, and it was as clear as day, and the volume was pretty cranked, and it was totally pleasant to the ear, and I wanted to hear more.
Well, there's technical reasons.
Of course.
And these are the things that really I want, to explore, because Alan has created a system here that is not just a couple speakers in a box. We're talking amplifiers, we're talking DSP, we're talking more distortion. And
Well, because I think the other thing is too, is that if you go to a showroom and the speakers are set up well and you listen to it, that's great, and I want to put that in my house.